Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Chris. I've been in the IT field for over 20 years, and today I'm going to take a look at Fedora Linux 44. So I'm going to scroll down here to what's new. In the GNOME release, it's got GNOME 50. KDE Plasma's got KDE Plasma 6.6 with the Plasma Login Manager and some other plumbing upgrades. OpenSSL Cert file handling improvements. Maria database 11.8. A Wine NT sync, which is supposed to have some improvements to Steam. Fedora Cloud boot partition using Btrfs results in better space utilization and smaller images. So we're going to switch over here and just go ahead and get this downloaded. I'll come back once it completes and I'll show you how to put this ISO image onto a USB stick. Okay, and our download did complete. So let's go ahead and do super, go to Fedora Media Writer, select ISO, and then you go to downloads and you'll see it here. And go ahead and click write and put in your password. And while that's writing, I'll go ahead and explain. When you restart your computer, keep the USB stick in, press F9, F10, F11, or F12 on the keyboard, and that'll bring up your boot menu. Select the USB stick that you're writing this ISO to, and then that'll get you to the Fedora boot menu. Go ahead and press enter on that, and that'll boot you up to the installer, and that's where I'll meet you. Okay, we've made it to the installer, so I'm just going to click on Install Fedora Linux. We'll select our language, press Next, use the entire disk, no encryption, and then here's a summary of what it's going to do. It's going to delete my 3 existing partitions, then it's going to create a EFI partition, an ext4 boot, and then 2 Btrfs partitions. And we're going to have our root and our home directory created. So I'm just going to click I understand and erase, and that'll kick off the installation. And I'll speed this portion of the video up. Okay, the install did finish, so what I'm gonna do now is just give it a reboot and I'll see you on the first login. All right, we've made it in. Let's go ahead and see if there's any updates. I believe it prompted me. Yeah, in our notifications here, we've got updates are ready to install. So let's click on that and we'll just go ahead and download all the updates. And I'll speed this portion of the video up. Okay, the updates are finished. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a reboot. All right, we're back from the update, so let's go ahead and do a Fastfetch. It's telling us it wasn't found. Go ahead and install it, yes. Okay, let me expand this out so we can see it. Okay, and you can see we're running Fedora 44, Linux kernel 6.19. I believe they're working on this. They're trying to get the Linux kernel 7 pushed out. But it's just not quite yet. Today is April 29th, so by the time you're watching this, it may already be out. In the packages, we got 1993 RPMs and 8 Flatpaks. That's the software I had to install to record the video. Shell Bash 5.3.9, desktop environment GNOME 50.1, window manager Mutter on Wayland. CPU is the 13th gen Intel i3. And I've also got an Intel Arc B580. That's how I'm recording this video. I'm using the AV1 encoder. Memory is 2.14 gigs out of our 16. And that's our Fastfetch. Okay, let's take a look at the system monitor. The CPU is running at about 10-15% on certain cores. Others are about 5-3. The memory is about 2 gigs out of our 16. 0 out of the swap. There's our network and our disk. Here's the processes. And then here's our file system. And that's a quick look at the system monitor. All right, let's take a look at the wallpapers real quick. I'm just going to right click and change background. Bring this over here to get it out of the way. And I'll just click through each one of these. And that's a look at the wallpapers. I think I'm going to select this blue one there. Let's also switch to the dark theme. All right, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the new Toolbox overhaul. It does not work with Linux Mint 22.3 yet. You got to wait until the new 23 version comes out that's based on 2604. I have tested it on Ubuntu 26.04 and it works, but it is broken on 22.3, unfortunately. Scroll down, we'll do the requirements for Fedora. Just gonna open terminal, paste that in. And what this is doing is pulling down the Rust requirements. Me and my buddy Codex, ChatGPT 5.5, this project was completely Python, but with ChatGPT 5.5, I was able to rewrite it in Rust in one afternoon, so pretty cool stuff. And then we're ready for the quick launch. What this is doing is it's cloning the repository, it's changing directories into the Toolbox directory that's going to create. It's giving it executable permissions, and then it's running it. So let's press enter. Okay, and this is the new look for the Linux IT Guy Toolbox. It's pretty cool. The supported distributions is Arch, Debian, and Fedora. So you can see that we're on Fedora right now. It's lit up. Also in the bottom left, it tells you Fedora Linux 44 Workstation Edition and the package manager that we're using. So to test this out, let's just install Brave under the install and then let's remove Firefox. And then here's the administration. We could also update the system if we wanted to. Go ahead and select that. And it gives you your system information as well. Fedora 44, Linux kernel, the uptime, our shell, our desktop environment, package manager, and then the application directory. This is where it installed to. So if you wanted to remember where you put it, go under system information, and that app directory would tell you. But with all that selected, we got the install and remove, and it tells us we've got 3 selected tasks. 1 install, 1 remove, and then 1 admin. And the admin is the system update. So here we go. Let's hit run. Let's put in our password. And then the process log at the bottom is going to tell us what it's doing. So right now it's going out on Flatpak and grabbing the Brave browser. Looks like it installed that successfully. It's removing Firefox now. Looks like it removed successfully and it ran a system update. So perfect. We'll go ahead and close out. And then let's hit super. Go into our apps. I can see Firefox is missing. It's supposed to be on the end here. And there's Brave. So pretty cool utility. Like I said, it used to be fully written in Python. And now I'm using Rust. Let's see. So if we wanted to go back into it, this is your default home directory where it'll be. You can hit list and see there's Toolbox. So cd into it, then you can list again, and it's going to be this Linux IT Guy Toolbox. And then you can just start typing it, do a / start typing it and press tab, and boom, there it is. And that's just a sneak peek of the new rewritten in Rust Linux IT Guy Toolbox. All right, let's go into system settings. And you got your Wi-Fi, your network, your Bluetooth, your display, you get your screen resolution, your refresh rate, and then you can do fractional scaling and turn on nightlight. Got your sound, got your power, and this is my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. I use a Logitech for both. You got your power mode, what the power button does. You can change it from suspend, power off, do nothing. When you want your screen to blank after 5 minutes, and then after the screen goes off for 5 minutes, you can set the automatic suspend. Multitask, this is where you can set up the hot corners, and then what happens when you want to resize a window, control all that there. You turn that on and off. Dynamic workspaces, multi-monitor. Appearance, again, this is where your wallpapers live. You can come in here and change your default applications. You can see it already changed it from Firefox to Brave. This was Firefox prior to us uninstalling and installing Brave from the Toolbox. Got your notifications. You can go into Do Not Disturb. You can do your lock screen notifications. Your application search. Any online accounts that you might have. if you want to share files between machines or any kind of multimedia. Well-being, this is how long you've been on your computer. You can set up a screen time limit, daily limit, set up break reminders to get up and move around. You got your mouse and your touchpad. I always come in here and change that to natural. Just gotten used to doing that. Got your keyboard, your color management, any printers you might have. I like to come in here and change this cursor size from small to medium. You got your privacy. And here's your system information. Date and time, users, remote desktop. You can set up remote desktop. Your SSH access. About, we are running Fedora Linux 44. 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive, SSD. And again, I'm using the Intel Arc B580 for that AV1 encoder. Firmware version 12.01. Again, Linux 6.19, but they are trying to push out the new Linux kernel 7. And that is the system settings. And that's going to do it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here are some other videos you may find helpful as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.